at 411 South Main Street here in Hobart, Oklahoma. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
When it comes to improving your quality of life after an injury or surgery, let our therapists at Elkview General Hospital help you. Our team provides both inpatient and outpatient services to maximize your recovery. You can count on Elkview Hospital's providers to deliver high-quality treatment with the latest techniques and state-of-the-art equipment. We're located just east of Elkview General Hospital in the North Hill Clinic building. Call them today at 726-2180.
Kiowa County Farm Bureau agents Greg Holt and Janie Jackson are your neighbors, living beside you, working for you and with you. Complete insurance coverage for the automobile, farm, home, life, and personal go-the-extra-mile service is just part of the package. Farm Bureau. Your Kiowa County agents in Hobart, Snyder, and Mountain View are Greg Holt and Janie Jackson. So for great service and great rates, see Greg or Janie at Kiowa County Farm Bureau offices in Hobart, Snyder, and Mountain View.
It takes a solid foundation to build a solid business, and nobody understands that better than Frazier Bank. In fact, we have been helping businesses for years, offering startup capital, money for equipment, or money to expand. Talk to one of our loan officers today and start building your business tomorrow. Frazier Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Have you been through the door at the flower shop on Main in Hobart lately? Well, even if you have, you'll never know what you'll find each and every time you come by. Oh my goodness, you've got to check out the Bridgewater candles. And they even have a new laundry soap with a sweet, sweet fragrance of Sweet Grace. And there's simplified lotions and gifts and gadgets galore. And of course, plants and flowers. So come see Angie and Samantha, who are both Bearcat alums and super Bearcat fans, at the flower shop on Main in Hobart.
Friends, take care of your eyes. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Michael in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin. The Geigers are professionals, very good at what they do. And the Geiger family is proud to help area youth, sponsoring ball games on the radio. They encourage you to be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
1420 KTJS, good evening and welcome to softball here on 1420 KTJS along the Fox Radio Network as we do it on OKSports.tv as we get set for Calera and Hobart in a regional semifinal championship bowl game. You win this one and you're a game away from playing in the state tournament. Got a runner aboard early on as drawing a walk was the leadoff batter, Bree Buck. Haley Hastily is now at the plate, and she's behind in the count 0-2. JC pitch a little bit high for a ball in the count 1-2. We'll set this group for you defensively for Hobart as JC Funkhouser is on the mound. Her battery mate, Reese Porter, here at first base. You'll find Lexi Minert. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and a strikeout for Funkhouser after giving up the leadoff walk. So one gone down now for Maddie Glover. Addie Heglund is at second. The third baseman here in game number 2 for Hobart will be Jaden Bowen, who won the first game of the tournament, 12-1, earlier today against Healdton. Ground ball to Bowen. She'll throw to first for the second out, and taking second base on the play is Buck. So Buck's in scoring position, 2 gone now. Glover retired on the fielder's choice that went 5-3. And that'll bring to plate the fourth place hitter, Cassie Mullins. Mullins, the shortstop here this evening for this group from Calera. First pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Just underway. Thanks for joining us here on 1420 KTJS. Pitch pops out of the glove of Porter, and that'll allow Buck to get to third base. And Bree now there without the ball ever leaving the infield. By the way, the count 1-1 on Cassie Mullins. That was a strike, and Porter just couldn't hold on to the softball. So the count 1-1, swing and a miss, may have gotten a piece of it as it went back to the fence. And the umpire said yes. That is a foul tip. So the count now 1-2, and staying put over there at third base is Buck. She's there with 2 gone here in the first. 1-2 pitch, off speed. It is a beauty, and the inning will come to an end just like that. Striking out on the off-speed pitch from Funkhouser. And after a leadoff walk, it was 1-2-3 for this group from Calera. No score as we go to the bottom of the first. Hobart set to come to bat on 1420 KTJS and on OKSports.tv.
Friends, did you know that Manuel Quintero, Keith Gray, and Eric Morgret all played on state championship Hobart Bearcat football or wrestling teams? And Teresa Jemison was on a state tournament basketball team. Now, you know that took some dedication and effort and talent by them. And guess what? They're all teammates right now, and they're all part of the staff at Great Plains Bank in Hobart, ready, willing, and able to serve you whatever your specific banking need. Check our CD rates, savings, IRAs, retirement accounts, consumer loans, financing homes, ag financing. Come see us. Hey, if you've got a plan, let's talk. We want to be your bank. Great Plains Bank is proud to be a Hobart Bearcat and Lady Bearcat sponsor. You can always count on Great Plains Bank in Hobart, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Come see us at Great Plains Bank in Hobart, and thanks for your business.
Bottom of the first inning now, and set to lead off for the Hobart Lady Cats will be Megley Talley. She'll be followed by Talani Norris and then Abby Simmons. Numbers 1, 2, and 3 in the order. Reese Porter, Jaden Bowen, and Lexi Meinert. 4, 5, and 6. The bottom third, J.C. Funkhouser, Faith Funkhouser, and Addie Heglund. So it's Talley, Norris, and Simmons, Porter, Bowen, and Meinert. Funkhouser squared, and Heglund as we go to the bottom half of inning number 1. Going to have you alongside here on 1420 KTJS and also along the internet on OKSports.tv. Keely Kemp is the pitcher for Calera. Her battery mate, Haley Hestley, over at first base. Keely Berryhill, Zoe Cranford is the second baseman. Maddie Glover is at third. And Cassie Mullins is the shortstop. The outfield from left to right, Skylar White, Cody White, and Bree Buck. And again, you win here, you get the opportunity to win one game tomorrow and advance to the state tournament. If you lose tonight, you'll come back and play tomorrow, but you'll have to win 3 in a row in order to make the state tournament. So here we go. Kim, a right-hander, set to go to work for Calera, and the first pitch on the way, swatted at and missed by Talley, and Megley down in the count 0-1. Hobart started slowly in the first bowl game today. In fact, fell behind early on, 1-0 to Healdton, and then ended up winning 12-1. 0-1 pitch here. Talley takes in the dirt, and the count leveled at 1-1. Better get caught up on the internet before we get in trouble. Want to say hi to, let me tell you about Heath Jackson, who's joining us from Ounces. Hello, Heath. 1-1 pitch on the way here to Talley, and Megley takes a pitch for a strike, and it's 1-2 on Talley. Michelle Keelan-Gelner has joined us. Charles Barker says go Hobart. Angie Orbaugh-Winkler, get 'em Lady Cats. And Adelita Perez-Kroom, let's go Lady Cats, is ball 2 going to be served up here to Megley Talley. He told the fans who made the trip from Calera to let you folks back in the southeast part of the state know about the broadcast. We hope to be hearing from you this evening as well. Pitch in the dirt again, runs the count full on Talley, 3-2. One of the things that was the undoing of Healdton in that 12-1 loss earlier today, the blazing speed of Hobart. It just is hard to get used to. Swing and a miss there on the running strikeout, and Talley going on strikes. And one gone now. Good job by Kemp not to lose ground there. She just kept coming, kept battling, and finally got the out. So one gone now. That'll bring Talani Norris to the plate. Norris, the center fielder here this evening for Richard Carney's club. First pitch on the way to the left-hander, taken for a strike, and the count 0-1 on Norris. Wind still blowing in from left center field, but not nearly as hard as it was earlier today. 0-1 pitch. Norris takes upstairs for a ball. Count level at 1-1. Charles Barker wondering about other games. We can tell you Mangum did stay alive. They knocked off swing and a miss here. 1-2 on Norris. They knocked off Kanawha to stay alive, and they will come back and then get set to play tomorrow on Classic Hits 97.7. Norris takes a pitch outside for a ball that'll level the count at 2-2. Want to say hi to Mona Barnes-Wheeler, no relation. So the count 2-2 here. Norris off the end of the bat, foul into the Calera dugout. It'll say 2-2. Just underway, bottom of the first inning, no score, one gone for Hobart. As we play here at the Braun Softball Complex. Crystal Winsey says, let's go, Lady Cats, cheering from Florida. All right, then. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Norris back through the middle and into center field for a base hit. Good job by Talani to keep the bat alive and then roll it through the middle for the base hit. So she's aboard with one gone. Leandra Johnson, who is a top fan, +1, says, let's go, Lady Cats. So one out, one on in the bottom of the first inning for Hobart. And that'll bring Abby Simmons to the plate. Simmons on base all 4 times she came to the plate in game number 1. Asked for time here. Got to get it. It is the time of the evening a little bit difficult for those that are playing in the shadows. If you're out in the outfield, plenty of sunshine and blue sky. First pitch to Simmons, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Abby. However, in the infield, especially near the third base dugout and here on the first base side, plenty of shadows to deal with. 0-1 pitch. Simmons draws the bat back. Norris off with a pitch, and she'll go into second base standing up. Well, Talani knows her speed better than I, but I would think at some point Richard Carney would be saying, play that close, you got to get down. By the way, the count now 1-1 on Simmons. She took that pitch for a ball. Way out in front here, and Abby off balance, 1-2 on Simmons. Dottie Smith, let's go, Lady Cats, rooting on from Frisco, Texas. Emma Geralds is watching as well. Congratulations, Emma. Season staying alive for you and the Lady Tigers. Foul back behind us, and the count will stay at 1-2. Oh, let me tell you about Camora Jackson, who said, heck yeah, way to go, Talani. Well, maybe she didn't say it like that, but we improvise. Runner at second base, that is Norris. Pitch on the way to Simmons. Bounding ball towards second. The only play to first. Flip there. And a good play by Zoe Crawford to get out number 2. Advancing to third, Talani Norris. So Simmons retired for the first time in the regional. She will bounce out to second base, 4-3. And Reese Porter now an opportunity to try to drive home a run with 2 gone in the bottom half of inning number 1. A base runner in the top of the inning for Calera. They couldn't do anything with it. Pitch downstairs to Porter, and the count on Reese is 1-0. Again over at third base, Talani Norris. Pitch to Porter, taken for a strike, and the count 1-1. Our good friend Kenley Smith says to Camora Jackson, makes you miss it, huh? Count 1-1 here when we play the bottom of the first inning. Porter looks at a pitch in the dirt. Boy, I tell you what, that's a nice play by Hastily back behind the dish. She smothered that one. Otherwise, Norris is racing home from third. 2-1 count now on Porter. Look for a pitch here. Reese, good cut. Swings through the fastball. The count level at 2-2. Well, the Calera team victorious against Fairview in a 12-7 ball game that was a difficult one for both ball clubs. Oh, way out in front of that pitch. It's in the dirt, swinging at it, is the batter Porter. She's gone on strikes as Hestley throws it down to Berryhill, and the inning will come to an end. Hobart comes up empty in their half of the first. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. We've played one, and there is no score. Calera and Hobart on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv. You can hear the difference.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Steve and Cindy Miller and all the staff at Grinnell's Pharmacy in Hobart are excited to help sponsor the Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcat broadcasts. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always eager to assist you, and our convenient drive-up window makes pickup quick and easy when you're on the run. At Grinnell Pharmacy, we are cheering you on every day. Grinnell Pharmacy on Broadway in Hobart, where everybody knows your name.
Charles Barker wanted to finish the idea on other scores. Unfortunately, in between ball games, I was doing quite a bit of my daytime job of child welfare, and I wasn't able to track down a whole lot other than what I got from Chad Fox and his coverage down there at Dale. Might want to check out Squirtle, or you can go to OSSAArankings.com, and you can go to today's schedule. They may have some scores for us. So we go to the top of the second inning, and due up for Calera, it'll be Zoe Crawford, Skylar White, and then Keela Berryhill. And the first pitch to Crawford, taken for a strike, and it's 0-1. Play here in inning number 2. 0-1 offering on the way. Had a notion, laid off the pitch outside. That'll level the count at 1-1. Calera in their yellow tops with the black piping and black stripes. Swinging a miss here. And the count 1-2 on Cranford. Cranford, the second baseman. Marilyn Winfrey Thrift says, let's go, ladies. Also, hi to Cecilia Blake Nippert. She's watching. Way out in front of that one. Cranford swinging a miss, gone on strikes. And well, I tell you what, that is 4 strikeouts in a row now for the right-hander. J.C. Funkhouser gave up to walk to begin the ball game, and since then has set down the next 4 batters she has faced, it all in strikeout fashion. So 1 gone, swing and a miss here. In the count 0-1 on Skylar White. White, the left fielder for this group from Calera. Let me just tell you, I know how far the trip is from Calera to here. 0-1 offering, ground ball back through the middle. That'll be a base hit. Good job by White. Just simply went with the pitch and whacked it back into center field. She's aboard with 1 gone. Talking to the coaching staff from Calera, we assumed that they probably stayed in ounces, which is, for those of you unfamiliar with the geography of the area, about 35 miles south of here. The coach said no, that there was no room at the inn, no hotel rooms in ounces, and they had to stay at Clinton, which about the same distance, just in the opposite direction to the north. First pitch to Berryhill upstairs for a ball, 1-0. Keela, the first baseman for Calera. Line shot, that is fair inside the bag at third base. And thinking about going to third, and now going to third and getting gunned on the play is White. And they've got the batter, Berryhill, in a rundown, chasing after her, nobody covering, and then chasing from behind because I don't need anybody to cover. I'll track you down. Addie Heglund with that explosive speed and went out and got her. How about that for a double play? So just like that, the inning comes to an end. Back-to-back hits, but a couple of base-running errors by Calera, and it ends the inning. No runs, 2 hits, nobody left on board, no errors in the inning as well. At the end of 1.5, there is no score on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
Folks at the Hobart Stockyards, Rex Fleming wants your business, and he really does appreciate your business. Now, if you want to buy cattle or you need to sell cattle, count on Rex and staff. There are always several good consignments. The sale is well attended. It is the place in southwest Oklahoma to buy and sell cattle. To consign, call Rex at 331-8547, 331-8547. Coffee and donuts every Wednesday morning at 9. Sale starts at 9:30. Count on Rex Fleming, Hobart Stockyards, where Rex wants your business, and he really does appreciate it. Friends, do you need a different ride, a different automobile? Come see Greg or Darla at Hobart Auto Auction. Good used automobiles at a fair price. A small down payment, then monthly or bi-monthly payments. Payments you can live with. You need to come get you a big old handful of genuine honesty from old Greg Barnes and tell him you heard his ad on the radio so he won't fire me. I need him. Hobart Auto Auction. Easy to find. Heck, it's in Hobart.
What a great throw by Megley Talley. I mean, that was a hose over to Bowen at third base. Easy tag on Skylar White, who hesitated coming around second base. And then Berryhill got cut up in the rundown and just got tracked down. by Heglund for out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Jaden Bowen set to lead it off. First pitch on the way. Bowen fouls it back to the screen, and it's 0-1. And again, if you tell kids all the time, if you're going to go, don't hesitate. Turn and go. And they just absolutely had White dead to rights over at third base. And Berryhill she thought maybe she could make something out of it. Speaking of making something out of it, good job of holding the hand back there by Bowen. Jayden waited on the off-speed pitch and rolled it into center field for a base hit to lead off inning number 2 for Hobart. Charles Barker says, great play. Yeah, I guess so. Leandra Johnson says, I'll second that. Sophie Perez, go Lady Cats, get the second win. Jacob Dean says, hello. Hi, Jacob Dean. So a runner aboard, and there's a little line drive into left field, just sticking her bat out and getting a base hit. Good job of Lexi Minert. Well, you talk about keeping your hands back. I mean, the shoulders, the hips, and everything else was gone, but Minert kept the hands back and able to just swing through the zone and put it into the left field. Back-to-back base hits to begin the second. Bowen at second, Minert at first, nobody out, and here's J.C. Funkhouser. Great opportunity to help herself. First pitch on the way, upstairs for a ball. The count 1-0 on J.C. Hello, Nicole Rogers checking us out. Hey, Nicole playing earlier today down in Dale. Good luck tomorrow, kiddo. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Funkhouser a hack, and it's 1-1. Beautiful night here in Hobart, America. As we mentioned, that wind beginning to settle down a little bit. It is going to be a cool evening, no doubt about it. Funkhouser bunts, and it goes foul. 0-2, or 1-2 rather, on JC. Bowen at second, Minert at first, no score. Nobody out here, bottom half of inning number 2. Wait to hear from our fans out there at Calera. Some of the bench jockeys that made the trip, we let them know about the broadcast. Funkhouser takes upstairs for a ball. The count level now at 2-2. Hobart victorious earlier today, 12-1. Took him a bit to get untracked. Trying to do so here in the second against Calera. Swing and a miss. Gone on strikes is Funkhouser. She is the first out of the inning. By the way, that's the second strikeout of the ballgame now for Calera's Keely Kemp. So one gone. Here's the left-handed hitting Faith Funkhouser. Runners at first and second. Funkhouser showing bunt, takes outside for a ball, and the count 1-0. Calera has the wheel play on, which means the shortstop Cassie Mullins got to be on her horse to get over to third base to cover so that Bowen doesn't take the unoccupied bag. 1-0 offering here. Foul back to the screen, and the count on Faith is 1-1. How about that, Joe Knapp? Hello, Joe. Hope all is well for you, buddy. New life, new job, new family, new marriage. Good for you. He says, go Cats. A little bounding ball that is foul down the third base line. And the count 1-2. Joe, of course, coach here for a couple of years at Hobart. Both softball and basketball, and had success. Hobart looking for success in the second. Runners at first and second, one gone. Funkhouser waving at that pitch, gone on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts of the Funkhousers. And there are two gone now for Addie Heglund. Heglund going to try to keep the inning alive. Dwayne Branham says, let's go, Lady Cats. Heglund, she got things started in one of those innings for Hobart. Looks at a strike here. Just put a ball in play on the infield, but that blazing speed, and it caused Heelton to overreact, and they had an error, and it just opened the door for Hobart in that particular inning. Addie takes inside here. The count leveled at 1-1. Top of the order, Megley Talley waiting in the on-deck circle. Runners at first and second, two gone. 1-1 pitch here. Outside for ball 2, 2-1. Bowen, who runs well, is at second base, and Lexi Minert, who's got quite the stride over here at first. 2-1 pitch, bounded through the middle of the infield, scooped up by the shortstop, throw not going to be nearly in time. And again, that's what I talked about. That is what she does, Addie Heglund. just simply puts the ball in play and says, try to get me out if you can. And it's just, on a ball with that big of a hop, you're just not going to be able to get it done. And a nice play by Cassie Mullins. Mullins did all she could to try to get the play at first base, but Heglund is simply too fast. So Bowen at third, Minard at second, Maddie at first. Back to the top of the order, Megley Talley. Talley struck out to begin the ball game. She's 0 for 1. Megley, little slap towards the shortstop. Mullins going to come home, and not in time. Safe at first base. Or at home plate, rather. And coming out of the dugout to talk about it is Coach Evold, and I think the play is safe. I don't think there's any doubt about it. Beating the throw home was Bowen, but the original call was going to be out, and then the umpire changed his mind and signaled safe. And I think that's where the conversation is. So Hobart will score first here in the second. Bases still loaded and still all kinds of speed on the base pass. Minard now is over at third. Heglund is at first. And Talani Norris will slap one foul here on the near side. Megley Talley with that RBI single is at first. Talani down on the count 0-1. Norris singled, stole a base, and was left stranded at third back in inning number 1. Hobart on top, 1-0. Norris takes outside for ball. That'll level the count at 1-1. Mona Barnes-Wheeler says, hi, Michael. Hi, Mona. Kimberly Lounsbury Myers, you got this, Lady Cats. Talani, great cut there, just missed. Back to the screen, 1-2. And Alita Perez Cume says, nice, indeed it was. I tell you what. And again, Maddie Glover over at third, she knew there's no way she's going to make the play at first base. Tried to go home. Bowen did a good job of breaking from third and beating the throw. Norris fouling out of play. It'll stay at 1-2. But again, speed just simply blazing on this team for Hobart. And it's shown up here in inning number 2. They lead 1-0. 1-2 pitch. Norris swinging a miss, and the inning will come to an end. But not before the Lady Cats score. Hobart comes up with 1 run in the frame, 1 run on 3 hits. And there were no errors, and the bases left loaded. We'll go to the top of the third. Hobart 1, Calera 0 on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv. You can hear the difference.
Friends, hurry to Hobart Farm and Garden during September and save big time on firearms and safes from Browning. Save $50 on each safe from $7.99 to $14.99. $75 on any safe from $1,500 to $24.99. $100 on any safe over $2,500. And save $100 on Browning Satori shotguns. $75 on Maxis shotguns. $50 on centerfire rifles, Synergy and Silver shotguns. $25 on BPS shotguns, rimfire firearms, and handguns through September at Hobart Farm and Garden. And don't forget, we offer a complete line of hardware, a complete line of cattle handling equipment, all kinds of chutes, feeders, trailers, high-pro feed, bulk and sack, and a full line of Cargill salt products. Hey friends, if we ain't got it, you doggone sure don't need it, but if you do, we'll order it. You need to come to Hobart and Hobart Farm and Garden.
Welcome back to the Bronze Softball Complex. We go to the top of the third inning, and the Lady Cats on the first day of October. Thank you. Lead at 1-0. It'll be numbers 8, 9, and 1 for Calera. That'll be Mila Tuttle, Cody White, and then back to the top and Bree Buck. J.C. Funkhouser set to go to work. Fouled off the end of the bat. Tuttle, the extra player here this evening. Down on the count, 0-1. And sign of the times, first day of October, 7 o'clock, sun setting quickly. It's a beautiful time of the year, but a month from now, I don't think so. 0-1 pitch upstairs, and that'll level the count at 1-1. Yes, Charles Barker, we know who won the Fairview-Heelton game. It was Heelton. Off-speed pitch, rolled on the ground underneath the glove of third baseman Jaden Bowen, but it's a foul ball, and the count now 1-2. So Fairview has been eliminated. Heelton will play tomorrow. They will play the noon game against the loser of this contest. The winner of that noon game will come back and play the winner of this one at 2 tomorrow afternoon. 1-2 pitch here, out of the zone. The count leveled at 2-2. Donnie Smith is checked in. Hello, Donnie. 2-2 offering on the way from Funkhouser. Ground ball towards short. Easy play for Simmons. She'll throw to first for out number 1. So Tuttle retired on the ground ball to Abby Simmons at short. 1 gone now for Cody White. Michelle Keelan-Gilner, who had left us for some unknown reason, but is back now. And glad that you're joining us. 1-0 score, top half of inning number 3, 1 gone. Cody White, the 9th place hitter for Calera, takes out of the zone. 1-0 on White. She is the center fielder this evening for this group from Calera. Hobart scoring the only run of the ball game in inning number 2. We play in the top of the 3rd. 1-0 offering, off speed, inside for ball 2. 2-0 on White. Funkhouser looking here on the near side, getting the sign from Richard. 2-0 offering on the way now from JC to White, and it's a called strike. The count 2-1, and bench jockeys from across the way from Calera not exactly enthralled with that call. 2-1 offering here. Had a notion, laid off it, and it's 3-1. And I saw a couple of fans gotta look like that pitcher's in the same place as the other one. So the count 3-1. You don't want to walk the 9th place hitter, Cody White, if you're J.C. Funkhouser. 3-1 offering. Ground ball into left field, base hit. Good job by White. Got the count her way at 3-1 and rolled a single into left field. She's aboard now for the top of the order and Bree Buck. So Buck walked her first time around back in inning number 1 to lead off the ball game. Defensive play in the second, and the base running decisions really looming large right now. Foul tip in the box. It hit Buck. 0-1 now on Bree. Double play that resulted in a runner being thrown out at third, and then a runner getting caught in a rundown between first and second. Throw down to first. Now they'll hold on to the ball. The count level at 1-1 on Bree Buck. Michelle said I had to feed the big guy. And yeah, Joe Knapp, Fairview has been eliminated. Ground ball foul hit hard down the third base line, and the count 1-2 on Buck. Fairview lost to Calera in the first contest, and then Heglund came back and knocked off the Lady Jackets in the second ball game. So again, the loser here will play at noon tomorrow against Heglund in an elimination ball game. Great job by Funkhouser. Went back and got a little extra giddy up on that one and threw it by Buck for out number 2. JC now with 5 strikeouts in the ball game through 2 2/3. Here's Haley Hestley. Haley struck out her first time around. She's 0 for 1. Takes upstairs for ball, 1-0. Still at first base, Cody White. She's there with 2 gone here in the top half of inning number 3. Hobart on top, 1-0. Funkhouser looking into that bright sunshine. Downstairs for a ball. The count 2-0 now on Hestley. She is the catcher for Calera. I think at one point earlier today in the bowl game, Mangum and Heglund, we had 127 people watching at one time. Line shot into left field and getting by now. Megley Talley and rolling to the wall. Will go the softball on her horse. Rounding third is White. She's going to score. Throw into third base and sliding in safely is Hestley with a single and a 2-base error. Give her the RBI on the play as well, and it's 1-1. So White scores easily as the ball, I think, got on Megley a little quicker than she had anticipated out there in left field. Got by her, rolled to the fence, and we're tied at 1. Runner at third with 2 gone. And here's Maddie Glover. Glover, little ground ball to Bowen at third. Jaden will throw to first, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Calera ties things up. They come up with 1 run on a pair of hits. There was an error, and a runner left on board. At the end of 2.5, Calera 1, Hobart 1. This is 1420. KTJS and OKSports.tv. You can hear the difference.
Friends, are you pleased with your present insurance company? Well, if you're thinking about shopping around for insurance, check with Jack Hogg, your Farmers Insurance Group agent in Hobart. Jack's been around a while, and he's doggone sure seen a thing or two, and he knows a thing or two. Jack was born and raised in Southwest Oklahoma. He's experienced, he's likable, and trustworthy. So for life insurance, home, auto, commercial, financial services, you can count on your Farmers Insurance Group agent in Hobart. That's Jack Hogg at 901 South Main. Give him a call, 580-726-3077. Billy and Lori Robbins at Hometown Pizza in Hobart are plenty proud to be Hobart Bearcat boosters. Now at Hometown Pizza, our pizza is good. It's really good in our salad bar. It has truckloads of fantastic food. Do you like calzone? Hometown Pizza's calzone, it's the best. Enjoy great food and service from Billy and Lori and staff. Call us your order, 726-2225. And once again, good luck Bearcats and Lady Bearcats from the Robbins family at Hometown Pizza in Hobart. Phone 726-2225.
All right, here we go to the bottom of the third inning, and it is a 1-1 ball game now between Hobart and Calera. Again, the winner advances and plays tomorrow for a chance to go to the state tournament and just have to win one game to do so. If you lose, you're not done, but well, it is a tough road to hoe if you don't win the ball game here this evening, because you got to win 3 in a row. So due up for Hobart in their half of inning number 3. It'll be Abby Simmons, Reese Porter, and Jaden Bowen. And his numbers 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup for Richard Carney's club. Her first time around, Simmons grounded out to second base. Abby hits one towards second, going over to get it, and flipping to first in time will be the second sacker for this group from Calera. That's Zoe Crawford, and Crawford retires Simmons on a nice play for out number 1. Slow roller, and it was to her left, and Simmons couldn't beat it out. Good play there by Zoe Crawford. There's a shot down the left field line. That hits the line. That is a fair ball. And on her horse, Reese Porter, she'll check in at third base. Nope, she's going to have to go back to second. Ball rolled underneath the fence out there along the left field line. And that becomes a dead ball situation and a ground rule double. So Porter hits it hard, and she's at second base with one gone. I'm going to get a courtesy runner for Reese, as Hallie Carney now will come in and run for Hobart. Boy, Porter hit that hard, and it was rolling down that left field line and unfortunately rolled underneath the fence. Otherwise, she was probably at third base with nobody out, or with one out, rather. As it is, she's at second with one gone. Ball hits. Well, I tell you what, Jaden Bowen thumped her pretty good, and she never flinched. So Bowen aboard for the second time in as many at-bats. This time she got hit. Last time she got a hit. So Bowen is at first. Now at second base, Reese Porter. One gone for Lexi Minert. Lexi, a single her last time around. Ground ball back to the pitcher. She'll throw to first for the second out of the inning. Advancing to third, the courtesy runner Carney. And Bowen now at second base. Minert retired 1-3. And there was no doubt that Kemp was going to go to first base. She didn't even look behind her at the runners. She was going to make sure that she got the sure out, and I like that, in a 1-1 ball game, bottom of the third. So here's Funkhouser. JC a chance to help herself now. Takes inside for a ball, 1-0. Funkhouser struck out her first time around. Did so with the bases loaded. Jordan Leslie says, let's go, ladies. 1-0 pitch on the way. Gets back to the screen, and Carney going to come in and get underneath the tag and score the second run of the ball game. Good job by Hallie. She'll score the courtesy runner on the wild pitch. Bowen will take third, and Hobart's back on top now by a 2-1 score. Count on Funkhouser is 2-0, so JC can set on something here. Shadows have all but disappeared, and Now the lights beginning to take over. 2-0 pitch on the way. Funkhouser looks at ball 3-0. I'll say hi to Brent Bogart, checking out the broadcast this evening. 3-0 offering on the way here. Cold strike taking all the way was Funkhouser, and it's 3-1. Still at third base, Jaden Bowen. She's there with 2 outs here in the third, and Hobart on top 2-1. 3-1 offering on the way here. Fouled back to the screen. That'll make it 3-2. Faith Funkhouser due up next here in this third inning of play. JC going to step out and collect herself. Payoff pitch on the way from Kemp. Ground ball knocked down by the first baseman. It rolls away from Berry Hill, and safe at first base will be Funkhouser. Well, JC hit it hard, and it took a wicked hop. Bounced off the glove of Keela Berryhill and rolled away from her and allowed Funkhouser to beat the second baseman to the bag who was covering on the play. Bowen scores from third, and Hobart leads it 3-1. Timeout going to be taken here by Calera as they talk about things in the middle of the infield. Hobart 3, Calera 1. Back after this on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
At Interbank in Hobart, we're proud to sponsor Bearcat and Lady Bearcat sports. Attend all the games you can this year, and remember, we would love to be your bank. We offer a variety of accounts, savings accounts, checking accounts, IRAs. Listen, if you need a loan, see Jim or Tommy. If it's a doable deal, we'll doggone sure do it. We appreciate your business. We want to be your bank. We're your hometown friendly bank. Again, good luck, Bearcats and Lady Bearcats, from all of us at Interbank in Hobart, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Let me go back to that ground ball by Funkhouser. Hustle plays all the way around there. JC to run the ball out all the way through. And the effort by Zoe Crawford. Crawford coming over from second base, covering the bag, and Berryhill threw the ball. They may have had JC at first base, but the ball bounced off Funkhouser, and everybody was safe, and it's a 3-1 contest. There's Faith Funkhouser looking at strike one, 0-1 on Faith. She struck out her first time around. Faith is 0-for-1 in the ball game. Harris Homeschool, Amy Harris is here. She's one of our top fans. 0-1 pitch, down in the dirt, smothered by Hestley, and the count now 1-1 on Faith. Runner at first, that's J.C. Funkhouser. 2 gone in the third, and Hobart 3-1. Cold strike there, and it's 1-2 on Faith. The road runner, Addie Heglund, waiting in the on-deck circle. 1-2 offering on the way here. Ball outside, the count level at 2-2. You certainly need the Wile E. Coyote Acme rocket sled to catch that young lady. 2-2 offering on the way here. Slapped at, dropped by the catcher. And Funkhouser going to run down to second base and not get there in time as she's going to get forced out. Richard Carney thought that ball was foul-tipped, and I think that J.C. Funkhouser thought so as well. That's why she kind of lollygagged down to second base. And so the strikeout of Faith Funkhouser, and then the ball dropped, and so J.C. Funkhouser going to be retired 2-4 on the play, and that'll be the third out of the inning. But Hobart comes up with a couple of runs in the frame. 2 runs on 2 hits. There was a hit batter, an error, and a runner left on board. And at the end of 3, it's 3-1. Hobart in front of Calera on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
If you need a plumber or a service technician, you need to call Jeff Hohenschel at Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air in Mountain View. Now, Jeff does all types of plumbing work, minor to major, plus service work and installation of heating and cooling systems. Jeff works on heat pumps and refrigeration systems. Whatever your problem, if you need service or a new system, call Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air in Mountain View. Give him a call at 347-2857, 347-2857. Jeff's Plumbing, Heat and Air, supporting area students.
Dr. Michael Krieger Family and staff are very proud to support Hobart Bearcat sports season. Dr. Krieger has served Hobart and Kiowa County patients for more than 27 years. His children, Austin, Lane, Lee, and Joy, and staff member Pat, are all graduates of Hobart. Dr. Krieger knows the importance of and encourages community support. These kids are our future. Dr. Krieger is your hometown doctor with hometown spirit. Trust your health care to him.
Cassie Mullins leading off for Calera here in their half of the fourth inning. Mullins struck out looking her first time around. She is 0 for 1, swings at a pitch here and is down in the count 0-1. She'll be followed by Zoe Cranford and then Skylar White. By the way, Marilyn Winfrey Thrift watching from I-10 in Florida. 0-1 pitch here, off speed, didn't get to home plate. The count leveled at 1-1. I think that's the second viewer from Florida who has checked in, is it not? We've heard from Florida a couple of times, and Texas as well. Caitlin Huckabee is watching. Hey, Caitlin, she says, go Lady Cats. Pitch upstairs for a ball. The count 2-1 now on Mullins, the shortstop for Calera. Becky Jennings says, go Lady Cats. 2-1 offering on the way here. Popped up on the infield. Calling for it is the catcher, Porter, and she'll battle the nighttime glowman to make the catch for out number 2. Good job by Reese. That's the first out of the inning, Michael. They've only had one batter. Thank you. What I like about Porter there is she took control. Immediately said, my ball, I've got it. Everybody back off, and made the catch for the first out of the inning. So Cranford will step in. Zoe 0 for 1. She struck out her first time around. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1. And again, if you win here this evening, you've got to win one time tomorrow to go to the state tournament. You lose, you come back, and you got to win 3 in a row, and it starts at noon. Off-speed pitch, dribbled foul into the Calera dugout. And the count now 0-2 on Cranford. So the loser will play tomorrow at noon, and they will do battle with Healdton. Healdton eliminated Fairview earlier this evening. Well, signed for a ball. The count 1-2 now on Cranford. Winner of that noon game will then play the winner of this one in the first championship game. As Funkhouser overthrows that one, it's out of the zone 2-2. That ball game is scheduled to get underway at 2, and then if there is an if game, it is set for 4. High and tight there, and Cranford has come back now and run the count full at 3-2. Top half of inning number 4, 3-1 ball game. Hobart on top. And Cranford, after falling behind 0-2, will fashion the walk here with 1 out in inning number 4. And is the second walk of the evening surrendered by J.C. Funkhouser. So 1 out, 1 on. 3-1 ball game. Hobart and Calera. Hobart on top. Line shot back through the middle. That'll be a single and a base hit. Good job by Talani to come get the ball quickly. Skylar White hit that one hard. She's at first now. Advancing to second, Cranford. Runners at first and second. 1 gone now for Keela Berryhill. Berryhill grounded out. Well, actually, no, she did not. She was part of that rundown, wasn't she? Yeah. She was part of the rundown back in inning number 2 when White was thrown out at third base, and then she got caught in a rundown and was tracked down from behind by Addie Heglund. Looks at a pitch for a strike here, and it's 0-1. Chelsea Brewster has joined us tonight. Hello, Chelsea. Say hi to Pete for us. 0-1 offering. Dribbled foul, and it'll be 0-2 now on Berryhill. 1 gone here in the 4th. A couple of runners aboard for Calera. They trail 3-1. Berryhill now digging back in. 0-2 offering on the way from Funkhouser. Out of the zone. And the count goes to 1-2. We talked about the Glowman a moment ago. Reese Porter making the catch. The nighttime sky. If we were playing baseball, you would have a hard time finding it up there. That yellow thing looks a lot easier to spot this time of the night. Pitch outside for ball 2, 2-2. I mean, the sky almost the color of a baseball that's been rolled around in the dirt a little bit. 2-2 offering on the way here, and strike 3 going to be called on Berryhill as she got mesmerized by the off-speed pitch from J.C. Porter, or J.C. Funkhouser instead. So Funkhouser, another strikeout. And there are 2 gone now. Runners at first and second for Mila Tuttle. Tuttle grounded to short her first time around. She is 0 for 1. Takes a pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Charles Barker says, looks like the wind has died down. And, Charles, you are right. It has died. In fact, the flag almost limp now out there in the outfield. This one's popped up on the infield. Simmons calling for it, and Abby will make the catch for out number 3. So a walk and a single, but nothing doing for this group from Calera in their half of inning number 4. No runs, a hit, couple of runners left on board, no errors by Hobart. We've played 3.5, 3-1. Lady Cats on top of Calera on 1420 KTJS at oksports.tv.
Justin Krieger is your AFR insurance agent in Hobart. He wants your business. Home and auto. Check with Justin and get a quote. He'll save you money. AFR offers competitive rates. Justin offers personal service that you will appreciate. Justin also offers farm owner policies, crop insurance, life insurance. For insurance, American Farmers and Ranchers. AFR is a proven and strong company. Justin Krieger is your hometown agent. Call today, 580-726-3076. Or come see Justin Krieger, your hometown AFR agent in Hobart. When you need cleaning supplies for the office or business, see Matt Norman at Melton's Janitorial Supplies in Hobart. Matt has all kinds of cleaning products like dust mops and so doggone much more, all kinds of cleaning products. He has what you need at the right price with great service. And here's hoping for more wins and a good future for the Hobart Bearcats and the Lady Bearcats this school year. Attend all the events you can. These young people are our future. A Bearcat booster for a long, long time. See Matt Norman at Matt Norman's Janitorial Supplies in Hobart.
Bottom of the 4th set to unfold here on 1420 KTJS and oksports.tv, and Joanne Pitts extolling the efforts there in that top half of the inning of Skylar White as she wrapped that single, but Calera couldn't do anything with it, and we'll go to the bottom of the frame with Hobart on top 3-1. It'll be Addie Heglund, Megley Talley, and Talani Norris due up for the Lady Cats in the home half of the 4th. Line shot at the shortstop. Mullins on a hop makes the play for out number 1. Well, Heglund hit it hard, but we've been impressed this evening with Cassie Mullins over there at shortstop. Made the play, made it almost look routine for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 4th. And back to the top of the order we will go. And that's Megley Talley. Talley, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. She has struck out, singled, and driven in a run. Megley bunted through that one, 0-1 on Talley. Deaton Smith has joined us. Hello, Deaton. 1 gone here in the 4th, and Hobart on top 3-1. 0-1 pitch on the way. Talley had a notion, went in underneath her hands, went back to the screen, and the count level now at 1-1. I got tickled. There was a elderly gentleman who came up and asked Richard Carney. We were talking to him in between ball games, Coach Carney, and he said, Coach, got a question for you. 2-1 pitch on the way here, taken downstairs for a ball, and that'll run the count to 3-1. He said, what's all with this slap hitting and this bunting thing going on? And Richard said, well, sir, let me just tell you, I got some speed on this team. I'm going to get on any way I can. 3-1 pitch here, and there's a cold strike. Count full now on Megley Talley. I've got 2 and 2 in the book, but the scoreboard has 3 and 2, so we'll go with them. They're probably more accurate than I. Kemp's payoff pitch, slapped right back to her, goes off of her glove, and running down to first base easily. Making it is Megley Talley for an infield single. That ball hit hard. A good job by Keely Kemp to get a glove on it, but it popped out of her glove and rolled away. And the minute it rolled away, it was Katie bar the door time. No way you're going to get Talley at first. So 1 out, Megley at first base, and here's Talani Norris. Norris 1 for 2 with a stolen base and a strikeout. Pitch down in the dirt to Talani. It's 1-0. Go back to Charles Barker talking about that flag. I mean, it was starched earlier today when we were here, and now barely a wisp in it. Late swing there by Talani. She'll foul it off, and it's 1-1. Off with the pitch was Megley Talley. You could hear Richard from here say, no, 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 no. 1, I don't know that he wanted her swinging at the pitch. He wanted the stolen base. And number 2, he showed Talani how she pulled off with her head. and shoulders. 1-1 pitch on the way to the center fielder. And again, will roll off of her foot foul, and the count 1-2. Lovely evening, folks in blankets and hoodies, though. Tally still at first. 1-2 pitch on the way to Talani, and there goes Tally, and she'll make it standing up as the ball got dropped by the catcher. Hestley. Stolen base for Tally. She's in scoring position. The count now 2-2 on Norris. Hobart trying to add to that 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-2 offering. Norris, line shot center field, but right there to make the catch is Cody White. Great job by White. Played it perfectly for out number 2. Outfielders will tell you the hardest ball to judge is the line drive right at you. And even with the somewhat murky conditions, White did a nice job of staying with it to make the catch for the second out. 2 gone now for Reese Porter. Porter looks at a pitch down in the dirt and count 1-0. Or no, I'm sorry. This is Abby Simmons. Simmons stepping in. 0 for 2. Abby a couple of ground balls to second base. 1-0 pitch on the way to Simmons. Looks at a fastball for a strike, and the count level at 1-1. Reese Porter does wait in the on-deck circle. Runner at second, 2 gone. It's Megley Tally for Hobart. They lead 3-1. Swing and a miss here. Simmons out in front of the off-speed pitch, and the count 1-2. I tell you what, Tally she's really catching the attention of the defense. She's taking a secondary lead about halfway to third base. 1-2 pitch here. Signed for a ball. The count level now at 2-2. Calera kids headed to the dugout. That awfully good pitch there, taken by Abby. 2-2 offering on the way here. Swing and a miss. Inning comes to an end. Off with the pitch was Megley, but it was for naught. So Hobart will come up empty in their half of inning number 4. No runs in the frame, no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors and a runner left on board. We have played 4, Hobart with 3, Calera with 1, and this is 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv, where you can hear the difference.
For insurance, see Dave Morris at the Morris Family Agency in Altus. Dave is your fast, fair-friendly Farmers Insurance Group agent, ready and able to take care of all your insurance needs. Life, home and auto, specialty coverage, insurance for the farm or the business. Farmers Insurance is a proven and strong company. Competitive rates, excellent service, ready to serve you with the right policy, the right price, the right service. It's the right thing to do. The Morris Family Agency, your Farmers Insurance Group agent, 722 East Broadway in Altus. Phone 580-477-1000. Scott Northrup, CPA in Hobart, is again proud to sponsor Bearcat and Lady Bearcat athletic teams on the radio. So go to every game you possibly can. Support our youth. They are our future. You know, Scott was All-State in 58, 68, somewhere back then. He wore a leather helmet, tough as nails. And he's still a Bearcat and a smart dude. So when you need an accountant, call on Scott Northrup, CPA in Hobart. And again, go Bearcats and Lady Bearcats. Friends,
Cody White going to lead it off here in inning number 5 for this group from Calera. It'll be White, then back to the top of the order, and Bree Buck and Haley Hestley. Calera trailing 3-1 here in the top half of the 5th inning. They have gone through the lineup twice now with this at bat by White out in front of the pitch, 0-1 on Cody. Center fielder who made a nice catch a moment ago. Take away extra bases from Talani Norris. Cody stepping in here. 0-1 pitch, off speed. She was fooled. The umpire was not. It's 0-2. Well, she was loading up to come after the fastball, and Funkhouser, perfect timing for that off-speed pitch, pulled the string. 0-2 offering on the way here. Cued off the end of the bat, back to the screen. It'll stay 0-2 now on Cody White. Funkhouser struck out the side in the first, had another one in the second. There's a ground ball down the third base line. That is a fair ball as it hits the bag and goes into left field. So a leadoff single to begin the 5th inning for Cody White. She's aboard with nobody out. I'm ready to say that Funkhouser Would love to have another one of those strikeouts. Didn't get it. Good piece of hitting there by White. Back to the top of the order we go. Here's Bree Buck. Hello to our good friend Lisa Hayhurst Hart, Elkview General Hospital, and she listens into the Michael in the Morning program over there on Classic Hits 97.7. We're glad to have her tonight on 1420 KTJS, the Facebook page. Nobody out, a runner aboard. Showing bunt and fouling it back to the screen will be Buck. Bree walked her first time around and then struck out in the third. She is 0 for 1. 3-1 bowl game here. Hobart on top. Funkhouser's 0-1 offering. Again, a bunt. JC will field, throw it to first base. Covering the bag is Addie Heglund for out number 1. So if you're scoring along at home or like Keith Oberman and by yourself, that one is recorded 1-4 in the book. And advancing to second base on the play, Cody White. She's there in scoring position with 1 gone, and Haley Hestley, the catcher now, will step in. Haley, 1 for 2, a single and an RBI. She is struck out. What a great stab there by Reese Porter, the catcher. That one is headed for Lone Wolf, and she goes and gets it. 1-0 now on Hestley. Runner at second, 1 gone here in the 5th. Trying to break Funkhouser's rhythm, stepping out and asking for time. Off-speed pitch smothered by Jones, by Porter as it was in the dirt. And the count now 2-0 on Porter's opposite number. 2-0 pitch on the way. Called strike, and it's 2-1. I was about to say a little inside, but then Scott Augustine said, no, not so fast, my friend. That's a strike. So the count 2-1 here in inning number 5. Runner at second base. It's a 3-1 lead for Hobart over Calera in the semifinals of the 4A Regional. Pitch upstairs and out of the zone, and that'll run the count to 3-1 now on Hestley. It is getting chilly. Even inside the broadcast booth, we've got 1 of 4 windows open and may have to don the jacket before much longer. 3-1 offering on the way here. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Great play there by Funkhouser. Looks the runner back and then throws to first for out number 2. So JC fielding her position quite well, thank you. Gets the one hopper. Turns, spins, stares down the base runner. Makes sure that White doesn't go anywhere and then fires to first for out number 2. So here's Maddie Glover. Glover is 0 for 2, struck out in the first and then grounded out to end inning number 3. Takes a strike here and it's 0-1. Porter might want to be a little careful there. Boy, she is really reaching that glove out there a long way. And somebody could drag a bat through there and get some catcher's interference. Off-speed pitch, framed that one nicely. And it's 0-2 now on Glover. Funkhouser's got great command of that off-speed pitch and an even better command of hiding it. Sometimes kids will slow down the arm so much you know that off-speed is coming. But JC does not. She does not telegraph it. 0-2 pitch here. Swing and a miss, and the inning will come to an end just like that. So a leadoff single for Cody White. She was left stranded out at second base. And Calera will come up empty in their half of the 5th. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a runner left on board. We have played 4.5, and Hobart continues to maintain that 3-1 lead over Calera on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
Jeff and Nancy Phillips at Phillips Fitness Center in Hobart, glad to support the youth of Southwest Oklahoma. They've long been a sponsor of Bearcat and Lady Bearcat sporting events on the radio. They encourage you to support our youth. Attend every event you can. And friends, you need to get in shape and stay in shape. Become a member at Phillips Fitness Center. They've got what you need to get fit and stay fit. Jeff and Nancy Phillips at Phillips Fitness Center and Moments on Main in Hobart. Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courts Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
Welcome back to Braun Softball Complex, where it is a 3-1 lead. Hobart's in front of Calera in the bottom of the fifth inning, and as Don Henley once sang in his solo career, it's the heart of the matter. Well, this is the heart of the order for Mangum. Numbers 4, 5, and 6 due up. In inning number 5, that's Reese Porter, Jaden Bowen, and Lexi Minard. Hobart trying to pick up a win here this evening and then be a game away from the state tournament. If you win tonight, then you only got to win one time tomorrow to advance to the state tournament. Somebody will have to win at least 3 games tomorrow in order to advance to the state tournament. So Reese Porter will lead it off. We want to say hi to Bill Coffin, who has joined us tonight. Watching along on 1420 KTJS. So here's Porter. Reese, 1 for 2, struck out to end the first and then doubled and scored a run in the third. Scott Augustine having a conversation with Richard Carney, and that I think he called a strike on swing and a miss here on Porter, I think for stepping out. No, it was a ball. Okay, yeah. Because it was a balk by Lizzie Wolf. 1-1 pitch here downstairs for ball, 2-1. Yeah, Wolf came set and then stopped her windup and stepped off and didn't ask for time. So the count 2-1. All right, we got to clear it up. 2-1 now on Reese Porter. Hitter's count here. Reese looks at a fastball for a strike, and that'll level the count now at 2-2. Reese now getting set. Her opposite on the Mangum team, Nicole Rogers, has joined us again on the broadcast. Upstairs to Reese, 3-2 now on the catcher. Leandra Johnson, that Top Fan +1. I wonder what you must be really good if you're a Top Fan +1. Says, keep working, Lady Bearcats. There's a little fly ball into right field, and it will settle in front of the right fielder, Gracie Matthews. Matthews gave it a look, and Porter is aboard on a seeing eye single. Get a courtesy runner, I believe, for Porter, and it'll be Hallie Carney again. Carney was a courtesy runner earlier and came around to score in Porter's spot. Hobart with 1 in the second and 2 more in the third. Got the leadoff batter aboard here in the 5th. Jaden Bowen now will step in. Bowen looks at a ball. It gets back to the screen, and Carney will take second base on the pass ball. She's in scoring position now with nobody out. Jaden singled and scored in the second, got hit by a pitch, and came around to score in the third. Time going to be taken here is Lizzie Wolf trying to compose herself. I think she was upset with that pitch that got away from her catcher. 1-0 offering here off the fist and picked up by the pitcher Wolf. Fires to first to retire Bowen. Carney goes to third on the play. She's there with 1 gone. It's a nice play by Lizzie Wolf because that ball had all kinds of English on it. So 1-3. Bowen retired for the first time in the evening. And that'll bring Lexi Minard to the plate. Lexi, a single and a ground out, 1 for 2. Try to get that run from third. And I'll tell you what, Claire got lucky there. That ball bounced off the home plate umpire and just kind of stayed in the dirt. It was headed for the screen. 1-0 on Minard. By the way, we can tell you, there's a 1-0 pitch on the way. Good catch there by Jones, as that was high and outside for ball 2, 2-0. We can tell you, no surprise, Dale beating Walters 12-2. So that will mean that Mangum will play tomorrow at noon, I believe. It's a noontime, is it not, Chad Fox? They'll play tomorrow at noon in an elimination game against Walters, a team that they lost to earlier today. Stephanie Gellner-Yoakum says, let's go Lady Cats. Pitch inside for a ball here. 3-0 now on Lexi. Teresa Pruitt-Emerson, let's go Lady Cats. And Charles Barker says the wind is back. A little bit, but not a lot. Not like it was earlier today. 3-0 pitch now on the way to Lexi. Right down Broadway, taken for a strike, and the count 3-1. Runner at third. One gone here in the fifth. Hobart on top, 3-1. 3-1 offering here off the fist foul towards the Lady Cat dugout here on the first base side. Count full 3-2. Looks like there may be some activity in the Calera bullpen. We may see a different pitcher next inning. There's a ground ball knocked down by the first baseman and a race to the bag, and getting there first is Darian Bray to get Minert for the second out of the inning, but scoring on the play from third base will be Hallie Carney, and it's a 4-1 ball game. So Lexi with the RBI, and she rolls into the fielder's choice, 3 unassisted. Second out of the inning, but again, Hobart, another run in the frame, and here's J.C. Funkhouser. Funkhouser struck out in the second, singled in the third, and singles now in the fifth. She's aboard with 2 gone. Chad Fox confirming, yes, it'll be a noon start time tomorrow for Mangum against Walters down at Dale on Classic Hits 97.7. Chad will have the call. Faith Funkhouser looks at a pitch in the dirt, 1-0 on Faith. She has struck out twice here this evening, 0 for 2. Hobart Bearcat football team in action tomorrow night. Again, down in the dirt for a ball, 2-0. Hobart will be on the road at Carnegie to take on the Wildcats here on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv. 2-0 offering on the way. Swung at it, missed. It's 2-1 now on Faith Funkhouser. Somehow Chad corrals that Friday night football crew. That's a bunch there now. 2-1. Dribbled foul towards the Calera dugout at third base, and 2-2 now. I mean, that's, talk about that's a Chris Wallace type nightmare for him. Try to get all those guys in there. Actually, they do a good job, and when we have off nights, we enjoy listening to them. Little ground ball to third base, and Tucker going to throw, and in time, no! Safe at first base. Funkhouser beats the throw. Well, I tell you what, Faith, a late burst, allowing her to be safe, as it looked like they were going to get her. So Faith, the infield single, first and second. Funkhouser squared. Inning not over. Hobart has got one across to the fifth, looking for more. They lead 4-1. And here's Addie Heglund. Heglund looks at one in the dirt. Blocked nicely again by Jones. And the count 1-0. Addie an infield single. She was stranded and then grounded to short on a bang-bang play back in inning number 4. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Line shot right at the second baseman. She'll step on the bag, and the inning will come to an end. Hobart does come up with a run in the frame. 1 run on 3 hits. There were no errors, and a couple of runners left on board. We have played now 5, and Hobart leads it 4-1 over Calera on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes now have 6 locations in southwest Oklahoma to serve you. They're in Hobart, Mountain View, Carnegie, Anadarko, Cordell, and Sentinel. A family serving families. Available anytime you need them. Ask about transferring a policy from another funeral home. They'll take care of everything. And they're proud to support area young people and sponsor ball game broadcasts. Larry and Kim Eshitai, Ray and Martha's Funeral Homes. You can count on them and your time of need. RayandMarthas.com. Carrie at Salon 430 in Hobart is proud once again to be a Bearcat booster. Attend all the games you can and support the Bearcats and Lady Bearcats. And when you want your hair cut or colored, straightened or curled or something else, come see Carrie. She's good. She's really good. You could walk in dreadfully ugly, but you'll leave Salon 430 looking like $1,000,000. Again, good luck, Bearcats and Lady Bearcats, from Carrie at Salon 430 in Hobart.
As we go to the top of the sixth inning, let's say hi to Anita Rasco-Ankelberger. She says, let's go Lady Cats. And also Josh McCollum, who is watching from Ripley, Oklahoma tonight. Josh, good to have you alongside, partner, as it'll be the middle third of the lineup due up for Calera in their half of the sixth. That's Cassie Mullins, Zoe Cranford, and Skylar White. Calera trailing 4-1 as we go to the top of the sixth inning. Mullins on the night 0 for 2. And she'll look at a pitch here for a ball, 1-0 on Cassie, the shortstop for Calera. Struck out looking to end the first and then popped out to the catcher to begin inning number 4. Takes a strike here and the count level at 1-1. In the top of the sixth inning, Chelsea Brewster is back. Hello, Kit. 1-1 pitch, off speed. Funkhouser that time took a little bit too much off of it and looked like she was doing a little kegling, bowling, instead of softballing. 2-1 offering here. High and out of the zone, 3-1. Gracie Mullins now can set on something here. Funkhouser up by 3. Doesn't want to put base runners on. Little ground ball. Bowen knocks it down. Can't find the softball. And safe at first base will be Gracie Mullins. Bowen backhanded the ball and had time to get Mullins, but it popped out of her glove, and she scrambled for it, couldn't find it. And the E5 will put the leadoff runner aboard here in the sixth for Calera. There's a cold strike, and it's 0-1 on Cranford. Zoe has struck out and walked. She's 0 for 1. Got to say hi to my good friend, Bill Blue. ADA Blue, missed you this afternoon. We were in the courthouse. There's a shot down the third base line. Fair ball. Getting it in quickly from left field will be Hobart's Megley Talley. And it'll put runners at first and second now with nobody out. Cranford hit that one hard and underneath Bowen's glove. And as we mentioned, Talley had to get there quickly and get it back to the infield. So Cranford at first, Mullins at second, nobody out, 4-1. Hobart leading, but Calera making noise here in the top of the sixth inning. Bill Blue says, love being able to watch the game and hear the call. Go Lady Cats. Bill, we were prowling around the Kiowa County Courthouse earlier today and missed you. Arvella Hines McCollum is watching. Hello, Arvella. Richard Carney going out and having a very brief but terse conversation with his kids. Yes, he didn't like the defensive effort the last couple of plays. Here's Skylar White now. Runners at first and second, nobody out. White, first pitch swinging. Fly ball left field, and there to make the catch for out number 1 is Megley Talley. So Talley getting the first out of the inning on the fly ball. 1 gone now for Calera. That'll bring Keela Berryhill to the plate. Keela caught in a rundown that ended inning number 2 and then struck out in the 4th. She is 1 for 2, singled, and got caught in the middle of that rundown. Looks at a pitch outside here. The count 1-0. Runners still at first and second for Calera here in the sixth inning. 4-1 lead for Hobart, tenuous at best. Funkhouser goes to work. High and out of the zone, 2-0. Well, sadly, Bill Blue's Toronto Blue Jays eliminated from the postseason party. Major League Baseball. 2-0 pitch here. Off speed upstairs for ball, 3-0. Bill can take some solace in the fact that my beloved Kansas City Royals were no near making the playoffs by any stretch of the imagination in the shortened season that was only 60 games. I think they finished 10 games out of first and 10 games below 500. But my golly, I'll proudly display my KC paraphernalia on my pickup truck and wear their clothing whenever I can. 3-0 offering here. Called strike. The count 3-1. 1 out and 2 on here in the 6th, 4-1 ball game. Sherry Langford Simmons says, let's go Cats. 3-1 pitch from Funkhouser. Popped up, coming our way, not going to get here, and it's 3-2. Talked about it earlier today. We're not sure if this is shatterproof glass. I took it for granted earlier today when the ball was coming this way that it was. Now my head will be on a swivel because I don't know. By the way, Phyllis El Corai is watching. Hello, Phyllis. Payoff pitch on the way here. Ball 4, bases loaded. So Berryhill fashions the walk. She's at first. Advancing to second is Cranford. And now over at third base, Mullins. Just 1 out in the inning. There's Mila Tuttle. Tuttle, 0 for 2. She is grounded out to short and popped out to short. Hobart in at the corners. Ball upstairs. The count 1-0 on Tuttle. Talked about it, boy. When you come in like this, the average of the batter improves about 100 points. 1-0 offering on the way here. Line shot underneath the glove of Simmons into left field. 1 run will score. They will hold Cranford at third base, and it's a 4-2 ball game. You know, Abby Simmons did all she could to get to that softball, but simply hit too sharply by Tuttle. Give her an RBI single. She's at first base. Moving to second is Berryhill, and over at third, Cranford. 4-2 ball game. Cody White now will step in. White has hit the ball on the button both times she's been to the plate. Singleton scored in the third, and then Singleton was left stranded in the fifth. Not bad numbers for a ninth-place hitter. Funkhouser goes to work, starts off White with a fast strike, and it's 0-1 on Cody. Bases jacked, 4-2 ball game. Hobart on top as we play here in the 6th. 0-1 offering on the way. Upstairs, 1-1. And you're facing the ninth place hitter, and you think, well, this is going to be an out. This is no easy out because White, as I said, hit the ball hard twice here tonight and got 2 singles, and now has 3 as that one's into center field. 1 run will score, and again, holding Berryhill at third. Oh, they got the force play at second base. How about that? How about the play there of Talani Norris? Norris gets that on 1 hop and is able to force Mila Tuttle at second base for out number 2. Scoring on the play was Cranford. That'll make it a 4-3 ball game, but now runners at first and third with 2 down. And again, boy, I love the play. So smooth of Talani Norris. And she threw an absolute dart into second base for the force play. So 2 gone, back to the top of the order, and here's Bree Buck. Buck looks at his strike, it's 0-1. Bree, 4th time to the plate. She's walked, struck out, and sacrificed. Officially 0 for 1 on the evening. 0-1 pitch, called strike 2, and it's 0-2. Funkhouser now rejuvenated after the bang-bang play at second base on the 4th play. Norris that went 8-6. Trying to break her rhythm again, and we've seen this several times tonight by Calera, stepping out, 0-2. Now we go. Pitch upstairs for a ball. The count 1-2. On the leadoff batter, Bree Buck. Runners at first and third. Teresa Pruitt Emerson says, come on, Cats, you got this. 1-2 offering on the way here. Strike 3 is called, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Calera climbs right back into the middle of it. They come up with a pair of runs on 2 hits. There was an error and a couple of runners left on board. At the end of 5.5, 4-3, Hobart by 1 over Calera on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv. You can hear the difference.
Hey Bearcat fans, have you been riding on your tractor all summer long? Come on down to Salon and Video at 524 South Broadway in Hobart. From cuts and colors to body waxing and tanning, I've got you covered. I'll be posting my hours weekly, so if you need an appointment, drop by the shop or check out my Facebook page. And you can always call or text at 580-330-1027. Good luck, Hobart, and remember, once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat.
For expert installation and service on heating and cooling systems, call Shelburne Heating and Air in Hobart. New installation and service work on all systems. Jim and Justin are experienced. They'll service your current unit or they'll install a brand new one. Shelburne Heating and Air will do the job right the very first time. Jim and Justin Shelburne, trusted by thousands all across southwest Oklahoma for many years. They can't all be wrong. Call Shelburne Heating and Air in Hobart, 580-726-3338.
Bottom half of inning number 6 due up here on 1420 KTJS and on OKSports.tv. Leandra Johnson, Kendra Hines, and Donnie Smith all getting excited. Smith loving the play of Talani, and it was a great play. So we'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Top of the order due up for Hobart. And they'll go with Megley Talley, Talani Norris, and Abby Simmons. Talley on the night, 2 for 3, a couple of singles, and RBI, and she is struck out. 4-3 ball game. And again, you win, you're a game away from the state tournament. Pitch all the way. Well, that didn't even get to the screen as it caught Scott Augustine. I mean, that ball got on the catcher very quickly. Haley Hestley couldn't get her glove up. Boy, that caught Scott Augustine big time, and he is stunned by that. 1-0 on Megley Talley. And for those of you who want to criticize officials, I'll just make this invitation. I've been there and I've taken a shot. I'll just invite you to put this stuff on, go back there, and take a shot like that. And then you wonder why you get a glare when you say, "Come on, Blue." Okay, all right, Scott going to be okay. That was wicked right there. 1-0 now on Talley. Megley from the left side takes it for a strike to count. 1-1 on Talley. 4-3 ball game. Infield in for Calera. And doesn't do him any good. Rolled into center field for a base hit. Watch that. What? Megley Talley, what great bat control. And again, able to just simply roll that right through the middle. And you've got that drawn in infield. If you can just find a crack, it's going to get by. So a runner aboard here, the lead off the 6th. Talani Norris now will step in. Norris, single, solo base back in the inning number 1. Swing and a miss here on the strike and making her way to second base. Standing up on the stolen base is Megley Talley. I mean, it's just unfair right there. So a runner in scoring position now for Norris. 0-1 pitch on the way to Talani. Off speed outside. And the count level at 1-1. Angela Stiegel-Welch, Adelita Perez-Cume, and Josh McCollum all urging on the Lady Cats. Good cut by Talani. Fouled it back to the screen, 1-2. And again, watching Scott Augustine, I'm still not clear where that ball got him. I don't know if it got him up maybe in the shoulder where you don't have, there's some space in between the chest protector and your shoulder. You can take it big time there. Talani fouls off a pretty good pitch. Good job by Norris. She was fooled on the pitch, but kept the hands back and could spoil it and get another swing. Ate him up good, and he looks like he's going to be all right. 1-2 pitch here. Outside for a ball, 2-2. You can tell he is, just that body language tells you, it is still hurting big time. 2-2 offering on the way. Down in the dirt, and there goes the runner down to third, and safe is underneath the tag, says the umpire in the field, and that's the right call. The ball beat Talley to third base, but the tag was high, and Megley got underneath it. Count full now, 3-2. Nobody out, runner at third. Ground ball back through the middle, and a base hit and an RBI for Talani Norris. And Hobart gets one of those 2 runs back that they surrendered in the top half of the frame. Talani with an RBI. She's aboard, nobody out. And again, with the infield drawn in like that, it just sets up a situation where it makes it terribly easy to roll that ball through the infield. Hobart on top 5-3, and we're back after the conversation on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
You call on Brent, a.k.a. Brushy Hancock, at Southwest Vet Clinic in Hobart. Now, if it's a beloved pet or a prize bull or something in between, you cannot beat Brent Hancock. He's good at what he does. You'll like trusting the health of your favorite animals with one of the best, Brent Hancock at Southwest Vet Clinic in Hobart. Give him a call at 726-3385. And good luck, OSU Cowboys, from Brent and Cynthia Hancock and all your friends at the Southwest Vet Clinic in Hobart.
We welcome Amy Branister into the broadcast. Hello, Amy. Let's go, Lady Catch, she says. There's a bunt out in front of home plate by Abby Simmons, and everybody going to be safe. Nobody covering third. Now they are, and Norris going to get gunned there. How about the catcher going out to make the play? Sliding in safely to second base will be Abby Simmons. Give her an infield single and take second base on the throw that got Norris at third base, and that is a heads-up play by the catcher, Haley Hestley. Norris rounded second. Nobody was at third base, and she's thinking to herself, okay, well, I can get there. But no, the catcher covers the bag, and they gun her down for out number one. Love the play by Hestley. Catcher making the play at third base, and she got the relay throw from her second baseman. How often do you see a putout that goes 4-2? Especially when it happens at third base. 5-3 ball game. Ground ball into right field. That'll be a base hit for Funkhouser. They're going to send the runner. Here's the throw, and out at home plate. Oh, what a hose from right field by Bree Buck. I mean, that was a cannon shot there, and Simmons slides into the tag for out number two. Yeah, you've got to go there. You've only got one out, and I like the idea of Richard sending the runner. And a cannon for an arm. Simmons thrown out. Reese Porter winds up at second base on the play. Give her a single. She's there now with two gone. 5-3 ball game. Ground ball by... Oh, it's a bad hop there off the bat of Bowen, and Jaden going to be safe. Now they throw into home, and here comes Haley. Carney! Haley will score! 6-3. Speed kills, and it did there. Hobart has ran into a couple of outs in the inning, but not that time. Carney came in to run for Porter, and on the little ground ball from Bowen, Jaden beat it out as it rolled into right field, and they threw home for no reason at all, and then the ball gets away from the catcher, allowing Carney to come in. Out at second base, Bowen. So Hobart successful in getting those two runs back here in the sixth that they surrendered in the top half of the frame. Back on top by 3, 6-3. Ground ball foul. And the count on Lexi Minert now at 1-1. And again, you just, and give credit to Calera. They have made some defensive plays in the inning. But you just, it's kind of like waves. It's kind of like the water just hitting the shore. It's just, the speed of Hobart is just relentless. And it catches up with you after a while. You're sneaking peeks. You're not watching the ball into your glove, wondering where you're going to go with the throw, and then suddenly the merry-go-round comes unglued. 2-1 pitch on the way here. Cold strike, and the count leveled at 2-2 on Minert. Runner at second base, 2 going. It's Jaden Bowen. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Minert looks at a pitch downstairs for Bull. The count now full, 3-2. Boy, those runs getting them back. Woo-hoo, that's big. Payoff pitch on the way here. And inside for Bull 4. Minert. I think Lexi was holding her breath for a moment. She thought that may have been strike 3. She looked back at Scott Augustine, and he was kind of like, take your bag. Crystal Winsey says, way to go, ladies. Runners at first and second now, 2 going. Here's J.C. Funkhouser. Funkhouser, 2 for 3, has struck out, singled a couple of times, driven in a run. Bats with runners at first and second, trying to help her own cause. Knocked down nicely by the first baseman, Keela Berryhill. That was headed for right field, and Berryhill, a great defensive play to end the inning. but not before Hobart comes up with a couple of runs. 2 runs on 4 hits. There was an error, and 2 runners left on board. We have played 6. Hobart 6, Calera 3. Back to the Bronze Softball Complex after this on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv.
On the field, on the court, on the diamond, and in the classroom, Tom and Guyla Talley, along with Tom's staff at Talley & Talley Attorneys at Law in Hobart, are very proud supporters of the Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcats. We are so happy to be a sponsor and to help bring you the coverage of Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcat sports and events. Talley & Talley Attorneys at Law are proud supporters of all the students in Hobart schools, and we're ready to assist you with your legal matters.
Getting ready for your next big paint party, or even just freshening up an accent wall? Valspar pours the right mix into every can. That way you're guaranteed the right finish every time. Valspar has been helping people connect to the power of color for over 200 years. And on top of that, you'll always get Valspar paint at the right price too. So next time you're in the market for the right stuff in the right can, the right color, and the right finish, pick up a can of Valspar paint at the right place. T.H. Rogers Lumber Company in Hobart.
Tracy Feldman-Rayner hoping that the Lady Cats can keep it up for another half inning. They lead it 6-3 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Not going to be easy. Calera sends 2, 3, and 4 to the plate in the inning. It'll be Haley Hastily leading it off. Haley on the night, 1 for 3, got an RBI. Off-speed pitch there from Funkhouser. Wow. Talk about mastery of a pitch. 0-1. I don't know how many of you are Bugs Bunny fans. I am. There's a great baseball cartoon with Bugs. And he'll throw a slow pitch up there, and the big guy swings at it 3 times. That's about how slow that pitch was. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Simmons sets, fires, and out number 1 is in the books. Abby that time got the tailgate down, made sure she looked it in her glove, and fired to first for out number 1. 1 gone now from Addie Glover. Glover, 0 for 3 on the night. She struck out a couple of times. By the way, I haven't had a chance to say it, but I will here in the 7th. If you're named Glover, you have to play softball, right, or baseball. It's a given. Off-speed pitch there, and that time didn't get to home plate for Funkhouser. 1-0. 1 gone here in the 7th. Hobart on top 6-3. Trying to make their way into the championship game here in this regional tournament. Cold strike, and it's 1-1. Again, if you win tonight, you come back and play for the title at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And have the luxury of having an extra game in your belt just to make sure you make it to the state tournament. Again, Funkhouser not getting the off-speed pitch to home plate. Now 2-1. And again, they have done it all night long. Calera trying to break the rhythm of Funkhouser. Pitch upstairs. That'll run the count to 3-1 on Glover. Well, the old adage is don't hit people and don't walk them on board. If they beat you, make them beat you hitting the ball. 3-1 pitch on the way here. Ball 4. And a runner aboard down for Calera in the 7th. Just after 8 o'clock for Cassie Mullins. Mullins on the night. 0 for 3, but she's got a run scored, reached on an error. Time called here, I believe. Some lights went out. And yeah, there's a bank of lights that went out here on this right field side. And you can probably see it in the camera. Winhall Davidson says 2 more, get them, ladies, but we may have to wait a minute or 2 here. 2 coaches going to talk about it. I think that there's enough light you can continue to play. I think Richard Carney, since he's on the defensive side, says, yeah, go ahead, we're all right. Smith out here in right field. It is dark for her. First pitch taken for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Cassie Mullins. Mullins, as we mentioned, 0 for 3, but did reach on an error an inning ago and scored one of the 2 runs in the inning for Calera. 0-1 pitch. Upstairs for a ball. The count leveled at 1-1. And if you're Hobart, you've got to remember that runner at first really doesn't matter a whole lot. You got to go out and work on the batter. 1-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Boy, I tell you what, Funkhouser came with the off-speed pitch. And give credit to Mullins. She was setting on it and just missed it. Haley Gale Panetta watching from down at Frederick. Hello, Haley. Good to have you alongside. 1-2 count now with a runner aboard for Calera in the 7th. They trail 6-3, and there's one out. Pitch outside for a ball. 2-2. Hobart bench jockeys here on the near side. We're ready to shout and holler. They thought that was strike 3. Fly ball center field. Norris going on the run. Talani can't get there. And the runner at first base will wind up at second and stay there. So Glover, instead of going halfway to see if Norris was going to make the catch, she stayed on the bag at first base, and that means that hit only goes as a long single and puts runners at first and second, still just one down. And the darkness had nothing to do with Norris not making that catch. It was just hit a long way, and she got there and got a glove on it and couldn't hang on. Pitch in the dirt here, blocked nicely by Porter, and the count 1-0 on Zoe Cranford. Cranford has struck out, walked, singled, and scored. 6-3 ball game, top of the 7th inning. And a pitch inside for ball 2, 2-0. One out in the inning. And the tying run stands at home plate for Calera. 2-0 pitch in the dirt, and again Porter knocks it down nicely. 3-0 now on Cranford. Porter going to go out and have a conversation with Funkhouser. Try to settle down the youngster. Get a little tense here on a Thursday night. I know this is a whole lot better than that NFL debacle. Really? The Broncos and the Jets? That's the best we can do on a Thursday night? Yikes! All right, 3-0 pitch on the way here. Right down Broadway for a called strike, and it's 3-1 on Cranford. Mullins is at first, Glover at second. One gone here in the 7th. Hobart trying to protect a 6-3 lead. Had a notion, took it for a strike, and the count now 3-2. You know, Calera fans didn't like the call, but I will give credit to Scott Augustine. He has made that strike call all night long. There's a fly ball into left field. Talley going near the line to make the catch for out number 2. Good job by Megley to get 2 hands on it. So 2 gone now for Calera. They're down to their final out of the ball game. Skylar White will step in. White has hit the ball hard twice. She's got a pair of singles, and she's also flied to Talley in left. 2 on, 2 out. We're in the 7th. 6-3 ball game. Hobart on top. Pitch to White. Bounces in front of home plate. And the count 1-0. Richard Carney now just going to go after the hitter and try to shut this one down right now. As we mentioned, White has hit the ball hard. Takes upstairs here. And it's 2-0 on Skyler. Out at second base, Glover. Mullins at first. 6-3 ball game. Pitch to White. Ground ball. Caught by Simmons at short. She'll fire to first, and the ball game is over. Abby Simmons makes a nice play to end the contest as Calera would not go quietly in the top of the 7th inning. They come up empty. No runs, a hit, a walk, 2 runners left on board, no errors for Hobart, and the Lady Cats win it by a final score of 6-3 to advance to the championship game tomorrow at 2 o'clock. We're back to wrap it up after this on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv. You can hear the difference.
True Vision Optometry Group is here to get your eyes prepared for summer with sunwear brands like Maui Jim, Costa, Ray-Ban, and Oakley. We're sure to have something for you and the whole family. Stop by one of our 3 locations, 500 North Washington, Weatherford, 212 South Main, Hobart, or 112 Alberti, Altus today and find out if your vision plan will assist you in your purchase of sunwear. True Vision Optometry Group, helping you see what truly matters. Offices in Hobart, Weatherford, and Altus. Doctors Tyson Allard, Amy Straub, and Jesse James Wald. True Vision Optometry Group, Altus, Hobart, and Weatherford. Rod and Dana Wald and Sons at Rod Wald Insurance and Hobart Farm and Garden are again happy to be Bearcat boosters. And Rod, of course, is the very capable voice of the Bearcats, wishing the best of luck to the coaches and players. Attend the games you can, root for the Bearcats. And farmers, when you need crop insurance, see Rod. He's been selling crop insurance for a long time, and he can and will advise you correctly on exactly what you need or don't need and when you need it. 726-2446, Rod Wald Insurance, just north of the post office in Hobart. And don't forget to come see us at Hobart Farm and Garden. If you think you're paying too much for insurance, you should see Van Sims at the Watkins Insurance Agency in Hobart. The Watkins Agency is an independent agency representing several companies, and Van will find you the best rate and the best coverage for the home, automobile, farm insurance, liability, whatever you need. Contact Van Sims at the Watkins Insurance Agency, 320 South Washington in Hobart. Give him a call at 580-726-5190.
Hobart Lady Cats now a game away from the state tournament as they turn back a very game club from Calera, winning by a final score of 6-3. Calera would not go quietly into the night, but they will have to return tomorrow and play Healdton in a ball game at noon to keep their postseason hopes alive. As those two teams, Healdton and Calera, tomorrow at noon here at the Braun Softball Complex. And then the winner of that contest will do battle with Hobart in a 2 o'clock ball game. If Hobart wins that contest tomorrow at 2, then they advance to the state tournament. If they lose, there will be an if game that gets underway at 4 o'clock. Here are your totals. Lady Cats, 6 runs, 13 hits, and 2 errors. And 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for Calera. Calera now finds himself with a record of 21-15. Hobart improving. Actually, they are now 21-15. Hobart improving to 30-6 with the victory here tonight. Mangum Lady Tigers will be in action tomorrow along the Fox Radio Network on Classic Hits 97.7. They will play an elimination bowl game tomorrow at noon. They will do battles with Walters. Walters beat Mangum earlier today, and so the Lady Tigers will try to stay alive tomorrow at the Dale Regional. And again, they'll play tomorrow at noon against Walters. And Chad Fox with the call beginning at about 11:50 tomorrow morning on Classic Hits 97.7 and also on OKSports.tv. Meantime, we'll be back here at the Braun Softball Complex tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock as we get set for Mangum in a championship ball game against either Calera or Healdton. And again, a victory, they are in the state tournament. If they lose that ball game, they'll play an if game at 4 o'clock. Then, of course, we'll have football for you tomorrow night as Hobart will be on the road traveling to Carnegie to take on the Wildcats in a district matchup. So, one final time for the Braun Softball Complex. It's Hobart 6, Calera 3. Championship Friday coming up tomorrow afternoon on 1420 KTJS and OKSports.tv with the Hobart Lady Cats. You can hear the difference.